In the 1950s, one of the leading researchers in adult education, Malcolm Knowles, published a book around the 6 requirements for adult learning. Most important among these rules, Knowles described that adult learners are unique in that they require not only a learning environment that harnesses their previous experiences, but also the appropriate readiness, a pressing need, and an immediate application of the knowledge they wish to acquire. For example, whereas children are able to learn multiplication tables just because mom says so, adults are generally unable to learn unless they can see a pressing and relevant need and use for that information. This explains why a lot of us fail at learning new skills or languages. We may have the desire, but we don't have the immediate application. To get around this, you should use your pre-reading time to inspire within yourself a burning curiosity or interest in what the text is about. And you should think about how you should apply it. Now, even the most uninteresting material, such as law, can benefit from this practice. As you read throughout the text, try to envision scenarios in which they could affect your life, or how you could benefit from having that knowledge. Of course, as we mentioned before, try to connect any markers you develop to existing knowledge or experiences in your long-term memory. Beyond this, you're going to see a huge improvement in reading and comprehension if you develop questions and curiosities within the text. Perhaps they mention Baltimore, Maryland. Ask yourself, what the heck does Baltimore have to do with real estate law? What happened there? Was there a precedent set? Find things that don't seem to fit in and ask yourself what they're doing there. Now, Lev gave me some really great questions to raise because I was struggling with pre-reading myself. He told me to think about how I can use this material in my day-to-day life, where the author might be wrong, or where I may disagree with him. How could this material be improved? Or what would I expect to see in this text that I'm not seeing at this speed? When you return to the normal speed of reading and you go back over the chapter, you'll have a lot of questions that you're very eager to answer, and this is a huge tool for concentration. If you suffer from attention deficit, you know that if you really want something, you can be laser focused. And if you want to know why the heck Baltimore is in this text, you'll come back and you'll focus harder than you ever imagined you'd focus on real estate law. So, there is a little bit of homework for this section. I want you to incorporate pre-reading and questions and curiosity and interest into things that you're normally reading. If you're a student, this means you pick the most boring text from that econ class and try pre-reading it. For work, do the same. I want you to work on building that intense curiosity and envisioning that practical use for the information. It doesn't seem like it would make a big difference, but trust me, it does.